I expected to see a lot.
Welcome all to September 4th, Town of Wilton Board Meeting. Start with public hearing on 248 Ruggles Road demolition. Anybody signed up?
Yes, Larry Dana and Steve Wilcox, did you want to speak on the demolition? Okay, thank you. No, we do not have anyone.
Motion to close it. In a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Close the public hearing. Everybody want to rise for the pledge, please?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're not closing the public hearing. We're not closing that public hearing. We're continuing it, right?
Well, I mean, we can. I don't think it really matters.
Roll call.
Supervisor Lant,
Here.
Deputy Supervisor McEachran,
Here.
Councilman Bogardus. Here. Councilwoman Colligan.
Here.
And Councilman O'Connor's excused.
So everybody read the minutes from last month, and somebody want to make a motion to approve them?
I'll make that motion to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Smith Road Design Proposal.
No, we missed public comment.
No. Anybody signed up to speak?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Jim Deloria. There it is.
I have to go over here.
Yeah.
Take you out of your seat, you don't know where you're going.
So I'm Jim Deloria, the 15th under 1, the Town of Wilton. In full disclosure, I'm also a member of the Town of Wilton Planning Board, and I'm employed by Barton and LaJudas Engineering. And the only reason that I bring that up is that, you know, I've been kind of following the Smith Bridge Road process, and it kind of falls into my wheelhouse. This is what I do for a living. And I watched your meeting last month, and I saw the presentation by your consultant and the whole thing. And I just, what I wanted to say was that for $2.5 million, basically, this is not much more than a repaving project with a little bit of widening of the road. Your consultant said, and I'm reading the minutes out of here, that this is not, okay. Just to make it clear, our recommendation is not a 5-foot wide, ADA compliant, full-size sidewalk, or in some cases, municipalities are putting in multi-use trails. And then further down, she makes a statement, says, there is a need to address the issues on Smith Bridge Road from a lack of shoulder standpoint. It's not full pedestrian accommodation, it's not a sidewalk. So my concern is this. I mean, I realize, you know, from the planning board perspective, we dealt with it on the Route 9, is that there's an issue, no doubt about it, on Smith Bridge Road. I have no contention about that.
We aren't happy with that price either.
What's that?
We ain't happy with that price either.
So, Supervisor, where I'm going with this thing is this. In this infrastructure line of work, there is federal money which is available to do these types of projects. And in my opinion, to do it right. I feel that you're rushing the process a little bit. You're going to get a widening of the road, but people are still going to have to walk on the shoulder of the road. So if we're doing this from a safety perspective, there's two reasons that I kind of have I want to kind of pause you a little bit, is that number one, I think that there's a lot of opportunities to go out and get funding. Well, federal and state funding for multi-use paths and trails. I did them all in Saratoga. I did Zim Smith Trail. That's all done with federal money. I listened to you guys talk last week, you know, and you basically are saying, yeah, you know, it's $2.5 million. There's no grant money for the dam, and I really seriously doubt the city of Saratoga is going to open up their coffers to us. I don't see that as happening. What I would like to see, or the point that I'm trying to make is, could you consider slowing your process down a little bit, investigating what federal aid might be out there, and make this into a multi-use pad or something that people could walk down safely? They could bike. I'm not advocating, because everything that we pass into town lately for development, we make them include their part of a trail, an integral trail, whether it's Forest Grove or whatever's going on here.
The town board imposed that. We made that ruling. The problem I have is, you're only talking about the dam area. To make it a pathway on both sides of the road would require taking people's lands.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen.
And if you say that, I mean, again, this is what I do for a living.
Okay.
There are ways to make that happen without actually taking their land. I don't want to get too technical with you, but oftentimes it's done through what's called a permanent easement, which gives the town and its citizens specific certain rights to be able to travel on somebody's property, but they retain ownership of their property. You're not taking anything from them, okay? And this is usually done through a negotiation where they're compensated for it, and they would have to go along with it. But you're not just taking land for the sake of doing it. So if you say, well, that's never going to happen here, then I guess that there's not much to really talk about. But I will tell you this much. I heard you guys comment and talk about accidents that have happened on Smith Bridge Road. I personally don't think the $2.5 million that you're going to sign on for is really going to reduce the amount of accidents or the exposure of those people, because there are a lot more people walking Smith Bridge Road now. I see them all the time. So that's, I guess.
You know, I brought that up in meetings about grants. Didn't seem to go nowhere. Would you be willing to sit down with us and help us with it?
Sure, I've offered it, yes, at any time.
This didn't just happen in the last month either. This has been
No, I know
talked
that.
about since Belmonte started his development
And I've been listening.
on that when we acquired the key piece of land. That's when this has started. So it wasn't something that was just fabricated in the last like 3 months that we're just going in with
Oh, I understand that.
Fast
And
without-
your consultant states that there's plenty of right-of-way under the new developments. It's the old ownership of land where there's an issue. But a lot of that can be accomplished through design. The road can be shifted. There's certain things that can be done. For $2.5 million.
How much does a stretch of road cost, Mike? If we were just gonna repave.
Depending on where we're going.
No, to tear it up.
Full construction.
Yeah, full construction.
That cost would probably inquire prevailing wage rate from a contractor also, which we
Well, I mean,
have some conclusions on for our staff.
ballpark figure, how much would it
We just
cost?
did a mile of road for $400,000.
All right, so,
We boxed it out and widened it.
But again, I would suggest moving forward with trying to secure federal and state money to do it and not have us pick up the whole check for everything. There are other ways to do this.
thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Steve Baderian, please.
Yeah, I'm Steve Badurian. I live on Woodland Drive here in Wilton. And I'm going to speak in support of what's just been said. I read through the description of what the engineering document online said. And we as a town have proposed tonight to approve almost $250,000 in engineering fees for what will be widening and straightening the road, and the effect will not be to increase the safety of pedestrian or bicycles, because that infrastructure is not mentioned in the planning document. And by doing that widening, you may be able to get that extra foot, which we hear all the time when we pave, we try to make it wider. It doesn't make it safe for pedestrians or bicyclists that are not skilled. So it's that we're coming back to that same issue. Are we going to address that, the infrastructure for bicycles and pedestrians in the town? We have a single project underway on Carr Road, Jones Road. I am not aware of anything else in the hopper to provide that kind of infrastructure for the town. And this is an opportunity to do that. If you only widen the road, it will make it less safe because traffic will go faster. So that's what you're looking at. You want to make it wider, make it easier to cut across. Now you've got to interconnect, you've got a connection between the Gavin Park area and the pizza parlor, the Stewart's, the place that all these young people go to as they're walking down that dangerous road. We haven't had a catastrophe there involving pedestrians. That's only a matter of time.
We have.
Thank you.
So are you supporting widening the road or not?
I am supporting including bicycle pedestrian infrastructure in the planning. There's nothing in here for that $250,000 to say.
Why
I
wasn't-
don't doubt that the road needs to be repaired in some manner, that dam is probably one of
It's
the
the
ones that are
narrowest-
getting a F.
It's the narrowest road in
No,
the
that's
town.
what I thought you meant, but then you said by widening it, we're also gonna speed cars up and then risk the lives of people who are walking and biking that we widened it for in the first
Because
place.
you're increasing the
So
travel speed on that road.
Well, I understand,
You
so I was
straighten the
just
curve
trying to
and you
get-
make it wider, cars are going to drive faster.
That's why I was trying to get an understanding of where your support lied, because we've got both arguments happening.
Anytime there's...
I'm not arguing against widening. I'm arguing against not including bicycle pedestrian infrastructure, the same as Jim just mentioned.
So anytime we widen the road, we should be putting,
We should consider it.
Well, we-
And you've got Gavin Park at one end, and you've got the attractive nuisance at the other end. Pizza parlor, Stewart's, liquor store for those of us that go there.
Oh, on Davidson.
That's Davidson.
You're talking Davidson.
Well, Davidson is a quiet road, where you're proposing to make this, the Smith Bridge, a connection between Jones Road and 9, which will make it a very fast connection. You've got a ton of people living out in the new developments that we've got. I can tell you that we have a ton of people going down Lockbury Lake Road, which has zero pedestrian infrastructure, and use it as a cut-through. So, I mean, that's another issue that could be brought up. But this one is being proposed at $250,000. I think we should at least look at
and I
spending
think
our money wisely.
most of that $250,000 is at the water.
Right.
What, I mean, the dam is the issue. The road's not $250,000. If we just propose to widen the area where the water is, you're gonna be at $2 million. Without doing the rest of Smith Bridge Road. The dam is where the money is.
That doesn't have.
That effectively, because we've already cut the cost by not bring the elevation up. I mean, the dam is the issue. From what we were told, there's no grants for dam money, period. Now, if there is, we're gonna look into it. That's what John just proposed. He's gonna look into it. If that's the case, I'm all for the
And I
grant.
still I'm not aware if there's anything else in the hopper of us as a town planning for bicycle pedestrian infrastructure. other than the car road
We
going-
formed a committee for that, I think, didn't we?
We formed two committees, nothing ever come back to us.
Yeah, nothing.
You were chairman.
I'm chairman of an ad hoc committee with no power. That exactly got that far. I have-
With no power, nothing came, has anybody gotten a report from any of these
When's
committees?
the last time you met?
We gave you a council person to be your liaison, nothing ever come back to us to talk about.
And you
We're
started
talking about
out-
the road right now.
So it's done. We can actually,
That's
Larry Day
what
and Steve
I
Wilcox next.
stood up to discuss was the cost of this that
Yep.
did not include infrastructure.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Larry Dana and Steve Wilcox.
People drop out or something makes it unsafe.
Evening, folks. Steve Wilcox, Hillcrest Lane. Larry Dana. We're neighbors. Well, you can drive right over. We're here basically because the Larry Gordon Outdoor Education Center welcome cabin has been completed. Thanks so much to all of you. I know a number of you have been involved in that. We are extremely grateful. It turned out.
We all are, it's gonna be a great day.
I got my invite.
We wanted to, okay, that's what we're here. We wanted to invite you to, there's a ribbon cutting on September 19th. And at 1 o'clock, you're all a step ahead of me. And there'll be an open house on Saturday, the 20th, from 11 to 2. And speaking for the whole organization, we're extremely grateful. I'm wearing the official hat.
It's an awesome project.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for all the hard work.
1 o'clock. Put on my calendar today. So did I.
I emailed Marshall back. I think it came today.
You know, that Smithbridge Road is a lot of money, and I think another month or two ain't gonna hurt the wait, and we should, as I said before the meetings, we should try and get some grant money for it. And the city's offered to try and do a joint grant with the town and the city to try and get some money for the bridge, and they are trying to work on it for us. Because, you know, the water from that point is the city's property, not ours.
Let's name it up on this side.
So no action?
I'd just say, like, table it.
Okay. Thank you.
Everybody good with that?
Yep.
Is there gonna be some, we're gonna work on getting grant money?
Jim volunteered to sit with us, and Ryan, and thank you.
I mean, I personally also would like to see it biker and walker friendly as well.
All right.
I mean, not just
Well,
one.
everybody would like that, but everybody in the town would like that.
Well, like any road that gets blacktop, new blacktop, everybody drives fast.
It's very dark.
All set?
Last week, we're on last week.
That's awesome. Go ahead.
248 Ruggles Road
We'll try to get
demolition. You want to talk about that, Mark?
248 Ruggles is, there's been no movement,
Oh, okay, that's the, all right.
right?
So no action?
Received any-
No action then? How about 153 Loudon Road demolition?
I'll speak to 153 Loudon. That particular property, we had to get a warrant from
He warned me.
the forest going into the property. Got a 6-foot arc fence up in the front of it. Couldn't really see it. We had our guys go by, take some pictures of the inside by standing up on the top of the truck, and Marcus stand up on the truck and take some photos in. That helped us. We had an affidavit from National Grid who had a problem with the power there and couldn't get into the home because of the amount of debris in the home and filth. The property itself now is, there's rats on the property, there's rats in the structure. They removed 37 animals from there. Apparently there's still more out there. The garbage piles throughout the property, there's very narrow trails, and the piles are anywhere from 2 to 4 feet high all the way through the property. And it's household garbage. It's not just debris like washers and dryers and stuff. And I gave basically a PowerPoint presentation so the board can get an idea. We have a lot more pictures, but these are just some general pictures of the property and the inside of the home.
That was a property where the county hazmat team had to respond to, wasn't it?
Correct. So in order for us to go in, even after county hazmat had assessed the ammonia levels, they assessed them at 81 parts per million. We had to ventilate the structure and get it down to 30 parts per million so we could go in with respirators.
And what's the acceptable number? You told me 20?
0 was the extent.
Well, yeah. No, but I'm sorry, what's the,
15 parts
The
per
maximum.
million is an acceptable level for an 8-hour period according to OSHA.
how are they still alive?
They weren't living in Berlin in the cars.
So what I'm looking for right now is just to set the public hearing for October.
I'll make the motion to set it.
Yeah.
We don't have to bring this in November.
Oh, winter, yeah.
Mark, how are we doing Sorrel Lane?
It's sold.
It never sold.
Oh, I thought
It's
they
in the
did.
same
Same
condition.
ownership,
They cleaned it up
not
though.
much,
No.
nothing's been done with the inside. She's cleaned up the driveway. It's about where it was last fall.
No, I thought we had voted to move forward with that, that's,
No, because I dropped the dump trailer off and I
No,
assumed that.
you guys were doing this on a 30-day basis for her to come back to the board and report to the board.
should
Kind of taken out.
we set a hearing for that one too?
Where I kind of stopped is when I bring it to the board and ask for that, if you guys say no, then, or yes, then I can, either way, I can carry it forward. I can either start with violations and things like that and take in a report. But if it sits here at a public hearing and the public hearing's left open, and you guys will monitor this 30 days at a time, I'm really out of the picture at that point, unless you ask me for a report.
I
don't think we did a public hearing, did we?
No, we waived it because she was gonna clean it up and, you know,
Didn't we set a public hearing in October for that as
I
well?
thought we had pictures of what was cleaned up, though. And then she was selling it.
She
Selling it?
she
But
said
it never
she-
happened.
Posted for public hearings.
It was reportedly sold, so
That's
we
why I
had
just
put it on the back burner because it was sold, we were giving the new ownership time to mitigate. But now I guess it's not been sold and it's sold. So I would
Well, then
like
let's
to,
bring them
She
back.
couldn't come up with the paperwork to sell the property.
yeah, I would like to pursue a public hearing to move forward with
Kind of
it.
fine.
Yeah, well, then let's bring her back, too.
Would that be acceptable? Public hearing also in November for that?
Counselor?
October.
October, I'm sorry. All good, Your Honor?
If you want to set a public hearing, set a public hearing.
All right,
701.
so we're doing Sorrow Lane and...
You agree with that, Mark?
I have to post
You got the number, Sorrow Lane?
a new public,
7 Sorrow.
7, right?
All right.
7 Sorrow.
You want to change your motion, John? Both of them?
So
we have to wait?
153 Loudon Road
We
will
have
be
to
at
wait for
7
Mark.
o'clock.
Does Mark have to post it first, or?
Is that motion,
Is
is that motion going to be for both of them or one at a time?
One at a time, please.
Okay, John made a motion on
October 2nd at 7 p.m.
153 Loudon, got a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed, carried.
I'll make the motion for Sorrow Lane to set a public hearing to move...
7 Sorrow Lane,
I'll second.
701.
Sorrow, yes.
Yep.
there a second?
Aaron.
Aaron second.
Aye, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Hamlet Zone Amendment, set a public hearing.
I make a motion to set that public hearing.
Second that.
702, October 2nd.
That was the,
Yeah.
that was the
Are you
loophole.
sure you
that-
want to change it a little bit?
That was the loophole that allowed them to
It's just that sentence.
Right, but aren't we by scratching that out, allowing it versus them having to come in for a special use permit that gives discretion to the planning board?
They're limited to 25.
They're limited. The planning board, it would be out of the planning board's hands.
They have discretion.
Oh, so,
They have
okay,
discretion now.
Right now, they had discretion because of that one little paragraph that gave them.
Look at the sentence.
over 2,500, gotcha.
Right, it's right
I thought we were
before.
taking that out
Right.
too, okay,
So if this was in,
fair enough.
then the town board would have had our view of what that should have looked
Planning
like
board, yeah. okay.
instead of what it's going to look like.
I read that.
Did you make that motion, John?
I made that motion,
Yeah,
yes.
seconded it.
Seconded, thank you.
Did we pass it?
Yeah, then we just,
Public hearing at
Is it passed?
7:03?
702.
All right,
Oh, 7:02.
we on number 9.
7:01, 7:02.
We on 9
Wrong
now?
direction.
Yeah. And that's just, we need to ratify
All
that.
right, request to bid pickleball courts at Gavin Park. We're putting 3 of them in. Need a motion to ratify it.
So,
I'll make the
do you
motion.
have the names of people? Because I have somebody.
For the pickleball court, it went out to bid.
It's out to
Did-
bid.
Okay,
Dwayne, you made
I
that
made the
motion?
motion.
Second,
second.
in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tax override for Wilton EMS, proposed local law 4 of 2025. Set a public hearing.
make that motion. 7:04.
Oh, 3.
3, dang.
Aaron? And
Second,
You're going to get it right next time.
did you second, Dwayne?
There's that other one.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Annual civil rights certification for Public Housing Authority. You want to talk about that, Maria?
Sure. So we have a public housing administrator, which is JEM Inc.
and they administer our public housing program. Annually, because it is a HUD activity, we have to certify that we are complying with all sorts of civil rights, such as violence against women, ADA, and so forth. So this is just a formal document that's set up by HUD that the board has to sign off on, and we submit it to our public housing administrator, who will then submit it to HUD.
Make that motion?
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Installation of street lights. I talked to, this is because of accidents, the death. We're just gonna go into the next one. There's a lot of dark spots in Northern Pines Road, a lot of dark spots, intersections in this town. Which I know at night it does get dark, but they seem awful dark, and we put all new LED lights all through the town. And I talked to National Grid this afternoon, and all we gotta do is make a motion on that, and they put them in for nothing. I thought there was a cost. So I don't think we can do a blanket resolution. We're probably gonna have to do more
Nighttime research.
We can do one resolution and just...
next time,
Yeah.
next meeting, or have a special meeting. But I'd like to see done is Wilton Pine and Northern Pines, Heart Zone and Northern Pines. Gaylor and Northern Pines, Gaylor and Traver, Sunshine and Traver, Craw and Traver. What's the other one?
So you're thinking at most of the,
Craw Farm and then Craw Farm, Conklin Court.
Conklin Court and
we're
Traver,
thinking most like neighborhood entrances.
Northwood
making sure
and-
they're well lit,
Northern Pines.
not outside people's houses along the way,
Unless you live on the corner.
unless you live on the corner.
Stop signs up
But
so they-
they're used to traffic, you know, they're used to lights and stuff anyway.
Be happy that there's
Yeah,
feature.
for sure.
And I got
So is that the motion? You want to do all them first?
I wasn't finished.
You got more?
Yeah, I wasn't finished.
He had to take a breath.
No, Sue's trying to tell me what to do and everything else.
Her hand's cramping.
Sure, yeah.
Northwood and Northern Pines, Apple Tree and Northern Pines. Was it Burnham Hollow?
Buchanan,
Buchanan,
and then Burnham Hollow.
yeah, we can start there. I'm probably gonna have to go and get the poll numbers first and all that. And the next month, we should be ready for any more in the town.
That's a no charge to the town?
No
but there's a
charge.
bill for
All we pay is the light bill.
the light bill.
Power bill.
Which is usually, what, $12?
Because I asked him, we never got a bill for the last two. He said, there's no charge, so.
Poll.
He said,
Right, but
just make a resolution, we'll get them in.
The charge, monthly charge, I think,
That's minor.
It's very
$12.
low. We have so many LED lights already, and our quarterly bill is about $1,200.
Safety's, you can't put a price on safety.
right, no, I'm just,
so-
I heard free in one word, and then
Free
they are gonna
installation.
bill.
Free installation.
They're paying for
Except
everything to
for
put them up. So
the power.
And whatever those two end ones are, Ryan knows.
Okay.
Did you get your motion?
Somebody wanna make a motion for that?
I will make that motion.
Repeat it.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
15th underrun.
Any opposed? Carried. And another problem was that Major felt the telephone pole at Carefree and Northern Pines should be moved so there's more it's visible there, which it is a problem, I can see that, so we should make a motion on that to send a separate request for that.
Site distance is short.
And that
I'll
would
make
be
that motion.
National Grid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Mike, the county, I mean, went and cleaned up, but there, I mean, the overhang, there's like an old telephone pole that has
There's more's gotta be
growth up of
cleaned
it.
up, so we're gonna have a meeting
Yeah.
with
That
Chad
site
Cook,
distance is
me and Mike
awful.
next week and see who's responsible, but that's gotta be cleaned up.
Yeah.
Did you get a second on that? Second.
All in favor,
Aye.
moving the
Aye.
pole? Any opposed? Carried. Going to the next one, he felt as though that speed limit on Northern Pines Road should be dropped. The whole length, with some's 30, some's 35, some's 45. I'd like to see it drop to 30. Someone make a motion for that?
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
You have to leave earlier.
Even from like
Yeah, like where
the Y all the way up to Ballard? 30?
it's like,
I'm talking, this is an expert who told me, I'm not an expert in traffic, but I figure he's a major in state police, he knows a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
He'd give me
I mean, I'll agree, it'll be interesting to see what the county says.
You know they're not gonna approve it.
no, but they might go to 35 and improve it.
Let's do it.
But they might
I'll
go
make the
to...
motion.
Yeah.
You're making the motion, John?
Sure.
In a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
We did get one a couple months ago. Finally, after like 10
Finally.
years.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
so we're just.
Any opposed?
asking Steve to do that, right? Yeah.
You know, if you guys want to talk, why don't you wait till the end of the meeting so we can get it over with?
Who?
Oh, on committee reports. Anybody got anything?
There's a 5K run coming up at Gavin Park, I believe in October. So we're taking some spots.
October 5th, I think.
What'd you say?
Posted that
So I'm hitting up a few businesses myself to help Joe out.
Good.
As soon as he sends the PDF over, we'll have it up on the website.
Okay.
I also saw the sign on the front door for the town of Wilton and County Waste Collection, because that'll be after our next, well, actually, that'll be
Yeah,
after
I got
our
it
next
right here.
board
I got it
meeting.
all here. I got everything right here.
Took a picture of them.
September 29th, we're gonna have a senior health fair at Gavin Park, the big gym. This is set up to, for our seniors, for health, welfare, and safety. We have a lot of speakers coming from the county, what they can offer, police agencies, the 2 fire departments. So that's September 29th from 10 to 1 p.m. Advise your neighbors about it. What is it?
Senior health.
October 4th, we have a bulk waste pickup,
What date, John? Or Chief?
October 4th, from 9 to 1. You bring your stuff to Gavin Park or the Highway Department, they will unload it. It's on the website, what they will take and what they won't. Most important, the opening of the welcome cabin for Larry Gordon. That's September the 19th from at 1 o'clock, 90 Scout Road. I know this was Larry's dream for many years. I'm glad it's finally coming to happening. As Larry, Dana said, they have an open house September 20th from 11 to 2. Anybody got anything else?
Wait, the open house is 11 to 2 and the,
That's the 20th. The ribbon cutting's the 19th at 1 p.m.
okay, 19th at 1.
And Dwayne, you're eligible for that senior fair.
I'll make sure I get there.
Oh, we just found that out, didn't we?
Well, I keep saying the seniors, they gotta realize I'm one too. Maria, you can go report, please.
Thank you, yes. So the first item on the comptroller's report is our 2025 budget transfers. And we have the Snook Hill project that was budgeted in one department code, but we'd like to account for it in another department code. There's no money that's needed, it's just a reclassification entry. The second item is moving money from our highway equipment and capital outlays, where it was initially budgeted, to our repairs and maintenance, where it is being paid from.
You doing both?
Yes.
Somebody wanna make a motion to budget transfers?
I'll make the motion for budget transfers.
In a second?
Second.
All in favor? Opposed, carried.
Thank you. The second category is our 2025 budget amendments. We are using appropriated park reserves for the purchase of a concession trailer that would be primarily used at the park. The cost per the bid that was accepted last month is $45,200. The second item under the budget amendments for 2025 is the use of insurance recovery money to replenish our highway machinery repairs for the 2005 Case tractor that was involved in an accident. So we're just replenishing money that's in the repair category by the amount of money that we received from insurance.
I'll make the motion for the budget amendments.
Second? All in favor? Opposed, carried.
Thank you. The third category is informational only. Every year, as you remember, we would have to have the board request monies for sales tax to be remitted to the town in the form of cash as opposed to being a credit on the tax warrant. This year and going forward, we have no certification or resolution that's needed. The county is automatically going to give us the cash. So the next item is asset disposal. Scott Harrington is our facilities maintenance supervisor, and he would like to sell the 2015 Cam dump trailer on Auctions International.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Okay.
All in favor? Opposed, carried.
Thank you. The next item is our personnel. We have Justine Oliveto, who was hired as a senior clerk for the Highway Department with an effective date of August 26th at the rate of $24 an hour, and the town board is requested to ratify that decision. The next item under personnel is that Katie Coons, our historian, is requesting to travel to Cazenovia for the annual APHNYS conference, which is the Association of Public Historians for New York State. And like I said, it's in Cazenovia, so it requires overnight travel, which would require board approval.
Now, you want to make a motion on A first
I'll make that motion.
for Julie. Justine, have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Opposed, carried. About Katie, someone want to make a motion for her?
I'll make the motion for Katie.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed, carried.
Thank you. And lastly, we have a few youth fund requests. There's a resident who paid for a permit project that now cannot be completed as a result of an HOA conflict, so the project cannot happen. And because it's no fault of the resident at all, the resident is requesting a refund in the amount of $50.
Make a motion to refund it.
All right, going back to that Wilton's health safety thing, they're gonna have a lot of speakers about fraud, because it's happening every day to seniors by phone calls, and so they're gonna have quite a few people speak on that too. What else we got?
I almost fell for it.
Then we wanna make a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second? In favor, and opposed, carried. Thank you all for coming.